You need that flight detail, right? Give me.
हम निकाल के निकाल रहे हैं लास्ट वन మీరు వస్తారు మేము వస్తాము అంటే మీరు వచ్చేయండి ఒకసారి మనం కూర్చొని మాట్లాడవచ్చు దాని తర్వాత మనకు కావాలంటే రావచ్చు అవును కృష్ణ వచ్చాడు మీరు రాలేదు కదా आपको मिलाने का जस्ट సార్ నేను చెప్పేది ఇప్పుడు అలాగే ఒపీనియన్ మనం కూర్చొని మాట్లాడాలి ఎందుకు సజెషన్ ఇచ్చి దానికి మీరు 250 పెట్టుకోండి 300 పెట్టుకోండి దానికి ఏమీ నా ప్రాబ్లం లేదు బట్ ఇప్పుడు నేను సజెషన్ ఇవ్వాలంటే నేను
Good evening. Request all of you to settle down. We are about to start the AGM.
I request immediate past president to occupy gas. I request the secretary to take a seat. So I request Treasurer Mr. JKD. Treasurer, I said.
You are the national treasurer.
I know you are ready for it. Sorry, Society Treasurer. Sir, your seat. So I request our Society President Mr. Ishrae on gas. So I request President Mr. Anubalan to occupy gas. I request Host Chapter President Mr. Patak to come and do the facilitation for our society officers. I request Mr. Sarvan to take it forward the proceedings. So that
Thank you. Welcome to this annual general body meeting for Society 22-23. And those who are joining live, a warm welcome to one and all. So first I introduce the office bearers of the current year. So I'm the Secretary Saravanan, and we have National President Yogesh Thakkar, and immediate past President Chandrasekhar, and the National President-elect Mr. Anu Palani, and Treasurer Jain Kumar Das. So with this, we'll move to the AGM formal proceedings. The first agenda is appointment of meeting secretary and parliamentarian. So I propose the meeting secretary is Ankita as a meeting secretary. I request somebody to propose and designation.
So I propose Ankita as the meeting secretary and Satish Kumar, so RD, Regional Director for South Region.
Proposed by seconded by Manish. Membership.
Manish, President Coimbatore chapter.
So the next point is parliamentary appointment. Okay. So I propose the name of GRK to be a parliamentarian. G. Ramesh Kumar as a parliamentarian. So R.S. Prasad proposed. Raja Chennai chapter president is second. Adaptation of minutes of the meeting for the last society year. So this minutes has been circulated immediately after the AGM last year. So since we didn't receive any query or this MOM, okay, so you can just open that. So this is the AGM, last AGM MOM has been circulated. Okay. So I request somebody to propose this minutes has been adopted. Nauzad or the South one proposing. Someone to second. Johnny Ground from Chennai chapter. Seconded. So now I request National Immediate Past President, Mr. Chandrasekhar, to give the annual report for the Society year 22-23. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Saralan. Let me come down.
Good evening to all of you, and nice to have all of you here on the headquarters AGM. Personally, I would have liked to have a little more presence of more people here because the RCC was full, but AGM is, I do not know how many people have joined live. Probably many people would have joined live. So I'm hoping there is a live audience also here. So it's a good sign. Yeah, currently 8 participants, maybe it will grow after some time. I think the previous slide, you can start with slide 1. Yeah. Make it to PPT, into the presentation. Yeah, thank you. So, Society Year 2022-23, many of you would have gone through my presentations where, many times during the last Society Year. One thing we all remember, the year has been a challenging year. It has been one of the, I could say in the beginning we were on a tentative note. We did not know whether we will have a no COVID period or whether we will continue with the third wave of COVID which came in the month of January 2023. We didn't know whether it will come again, whether fourth wave will come, fifth wave will come, we didn't know anything. So it was a very tentative year. But at the same time, we were optimistic that we will do very well during the year because we went through a very rough period of 2 society years before that, but then we were very optimistic about that. So this is what the year started, and to be very frank, on 31st of March 2023, the birth of the next society year, on 31st of March 2022, the birth of the next society year, April 2022, midnight of thing like we got freedom, I got a mail from our exhibition partner, Nuremberg Messe, NM, which we all know, saying that they are withdrawing, conducting ACREX and REFPOL. They don't want to be with Ishrae. So that was the start of a fantastic year. I can say a challenge we had, but you all know the history, what happened during the year. I think we came out, I think the team worked such a, in a fantastic way and made sure that our dreams of making the society vibrant came through. Just a glimpse of the installation in Delhi. It happened on March 25th of 2022. That's the time we had the installation. All our HQ officers were there in the swearing-in ceremony. And this is the society theme which you will all remember, Prithvi Paryavaran Parivartan. Volume. Can you replay it? Can you go back? Okay, I'll do that. Have you put the volume? Okay, don't click here. Go. The volume is not coming. I had this problem the whole of last society year. And I was telling Ankita, don't play from your laptop, play from my laptop. So I was telling her that also. I said, whenever you people play from another person's laptop, it never plays. It is my laptop, it plays. I don't know why. But then we went through the entire year. Okay. Can I do that? It's a nice theme, which was with the help of the HQ office and the agency, we could get out a good theme. And of course, Sandhya was instrumental in giving me a good music to that.
Keep a mic near the laptop.
We have heard it many times. Okay. I'm very happy to say that the entire members of Ishrae entire chapters of Ishrae, entire team of Ishrae, rallied behind this theme of Prithvi Paryavaran and Parivartan to make sure that the dreams of Ishrae comes true in terms of the mission of Ishrae is fulfilled. This is the Ishrae Technical Committee led by Subramaniam and his team. Wonderful job. Again, you can see the Environment Protection Committee, Student Research Project Grant, ACREX Hall of Fame, seminars, everything was under their head. And I think Ishrae went a notch up in terms of the technical work they were doing. What was accomplished because of the technical of this technical committee was a lot of publications that came out during the year. The guidebook on healthcare facilities. We got the guidebook on ventilation, cooling, UPS battery room. We got the guidebook on cold storage design. We got the guidebook on fan, HVAC fan guidebook. One of the best in terms of the guidebooks, I can say. Even today, it was released on the end of the last society year. I am telling you, anybody who doesn't have a copy of this book, please purchase this book. It is so valuable in terms of the information that is there in that. Even societies like AMCA, Ishrae, everybody is asking for a copy of this book, and they are all have given a lot of praise for this. It has been peer reviewed by people from outside the country. That's the kind of value that book is carrying. We had building energy simulation reference models for Indian climatic zones. I cannot tell you what value this has added. It is something fabulous value that has been added because of that. And today, where we are, because of that, I will just probably explain in the next slide. Corrosion guidebook, which is another very important. We do not know what extent the corrosion and other things are damaging our tubes and other things. The guidebook is there for that. So that was there. Education, I was always very fond of that. Education is something which we need to take up and very well. And I was very happy to see, compared to the previous years, where we did only 8 programs of IEC, ICP, the team of chapters, all those chapters came back and supported in making sure, I think 25, 28, 29 ICP programs were done. I think marvelous support from the chapters on this. In terms of the refrigeration committee, I think again, led by Manoj Da, we fondly call him Manoj Chakravarti. His team came up with so much wonderful, the programs as well as guidebooks which was published, which you see in the previous slide. That is all from that committee of refrigeration committee. When all of this is working okay, we had research programs going on. You can see most of the research programs, 3 research programs of ours is in cold storage or refrigeration side, and 1 research program on air-cooled condensers fouling, and that got completed during the last society year, and the report was submitted. Thankfully for me, it happened on the very last day, on the 31st of March. I could see the report which is coming up. I'm sure it will more to do is going to come from the research of Ishrae. This is something which you all should support by making sure that we give the donations to our Section 8 company, which is the foundation for Ishrae. Standards with research, when we do, definitely the standards are going to be there. We are working on a lot of new things which said the work of standards is something which will never be completed within a year or so. There's a lot of things which is going on guidebooks and other things, and that is there for you to see. Because of this fantastic work done by the Ishrae Technical Committee, because of the fantastic work done by the Ishrae India Building Energy Simulations Committee, we created the simulations, that is, Ishrae 90.1, which has got models for US buildings. It is IBEPS, that is the Ishrae India Building Energy Performance Simulation Models, that book you saw in the publications. It has got models for Indian buildings. From that buildings, when they saw that DGBE, that is the Bureau of Energy Efficiency of Director General Abhay Bakre, called Ashish Rakeja and said that we want Ishrae to upgrade ECBC to ECSBC, that is Energy Conservation Building Code to Energy Conservation and Sustainability Building Code. And in this year, a team of Ishrae along with IPA and IGBC are working on upgrading. Already we have submitted the draft to be, that's a kind of involvement. You can see we are there now, and I am being told we are now being asked to even upgrade NBC, which is the National Building Code. So that is a kind of, recognition which we should have. In terms of advocacy, we took it several notches up, led by Vishal Kapoor, our national chair, and the team of people. And Vizag, presently where I am today, is definitely famous for this advocacy. They are doing it so well. I know Madhu, I'm not seeing him here, but he has been spearheading the advocacy from this chapter. So that's something which we did a connect with all the people, and that resulted in so many, Indian Medical Association, BE calling us CPCB, and CPWD asking us to, make their amendments to their specifications. Ishrae has done the amendments to the CPWD specifications now. And so you can see all these places where we were requested to do those works. And because of all this advocacy work and the technical work which Ishrae was doing, we could sign memorandum of associations with CAHO, which is the Consortium of Accredited Health Organizations, CTBUH, which is the Council of Tall Buildings and Urban, with IOV, Institute of Valuers, IWMA. We did with the refrigeration, air conditioning, servicing sectors, and with IGBC we could do it. So these are the MOUs which you can sign, and we have been able to work with these associations. And then, this is some of the photographs of our signing of the MOUs. Then we could even sign MOU with international associations in the form of signature with UNEP and NRBC. So we could do with the international organizations that the signing of the MOU. So this was possible only because of our technical work and our advocacy team. Our youth team, as always, vibrant. They were in every angle, and I'm seeing our youth member, youth zonal representative Imran. He was also here in our meeting with a lot of new success stories. Prime Times, Youth Yammer, a lot of new programs they came up, and I think every chapter did a lot of youth work in terms of making sure they did some wonderful activity in terms of sports or anything. They connected the student members and the members. In terms of the women in Ishrae, again, Deepa, who was spearheading that, today she is in the programs committee, but then she was spearheading it, and she brought out that beautiful program which you heard today. The second edition of Shakti is going to come in Kalpakam chapter, they are going to do. But the very first introduction of the Shakti was done in Bangalore, wonderfully organized, all women program. You can see, I'm not able to put so many pictures, but they are there.
You can come and sit here and watch the...
No, they are putting it on the Zoom connected for people who are joined on the online. That connection is not getting through. That connection is not getting through. So that's what they are mentioning.
So now it is getting it? Yes.
No. Yeah, you can continue from where I was. Shakti, because that is where we have to start. We need Shakti for all of us, and Ankita gave us Shakti now. So, thanks Ankita for the Shakti. And of course, I need to thank Deepa for that. It was purely her thought process, and when she approached, please stand up. I think, please come over here. I think let the Zoom or let the internet audience see you, who was instrumental in motivating the women's team and making sure that these people have done a wonderful program. And you can see complete women speakers, so much of wonderful thing which happened. Thank you, Deepa, for that.
Thank you.
Then the women Ishrae, of course, more participation and other things in that. Then the IT team, this year also I am seeing a marvelous work was done, but then last year we gave them a challenge in terms of creating a job portal for Ishrae. We wanted the app to come. We said that shop at Ishrae is not, the portal was not good. We wanted them to give a redesign of that. They did that. So because of that, we could have a good presentations of, good sales of these publications. And we also gave them a task of telling that honors and awards should become online. They were working very hard, and I think this year the honors and awards now you can put them online. It suggests the members nominations online for honors and awards. So that's all the fantastic work done by the IT team. The marketing team, as ever. In fact, one of the important tasks I gave them was that Ishrae video, which was very old, without spending money, please come up with something. That's the task which was given to them, because we didn't know where we are going to be in terms of spending. So we had to be very, in terms of real language, conjuice in terms of spending. So we had to be like that. So we told them, and they did it for mere 50,000 rupees. They edited the video, and today whatever Ishrae video you are seeing, which is there, which is so nicely done, and that was done by them. And then they did a lot of other works in terms of media promotion and every activity which was taken up by them. Foundation for Ishrae, these are the chapters. Little bit disappointment for me that the chapters should have supported more. We should be, but I do accept that we came back from a very difficult period of 2 years of salaries not getting properly and so many other things. So there is always a lack, a little bit of a backstep in that. But I'm sure we will do more in the coming years. K to 12, Sujata and her team led K to 12. Wonderfully done, 1,000 plus programs, 50,000 plus students, children were reached, and they were really, marvelous in terms of, taking forward the Prithvi Paryavaran Parivartan theme. Wonderful programs in various schools, and to top it all, they created the national program Jet Quest, wherein chapters were asked to conduct competitions from the students. And these students who from zonal level, who came first or second, they came to the finals, and RefCon at Calcutta, they hosted this event for us. And these children came to Calcutta along with their parents to participate there, and the winners or various competitions are listed there. So happy the schools were, so happy the children were, and I think this is one of the real model programs. And I really urge the current K to 12, please take it forward, because this is something which is liked by the schools very much. Programs led by our programs chair. He did a fantastic job in terms of the creating segments within programs, and so that every chapter can do different kind of programs. So that's what you can see, chapter driven programs, theme based programs, education programs, chapter plan programs. He took it in such a way, and when everything was done in such a way, on an average, every day there was 4 programs going on somewhere in some part of the city in India, in Ishrae, that was happening. And you can see the jump from all India, highest level of 1,159 programs, which was done in 2022-23. In terms of the programs, Pankaj Sareen, he took forward the Urjavaran in a very big way. For the very first time, 30 domestic locations and 5 international locations we could conduct Urjavaran, and which paved way for much more interactions with the international society, international locations. AgriServe, again spearheaded by Anand, Dr. Anand Babu. He did in 34 chapters, 3,000 people, delegates participated in the AgriServe, 60 plus speakers were there as faculties, 20 plus topics were conducted, and these are all wonderful connections there. Can you please be silent, please? Excuse me, can you please be
Actually,
silent?
what is happening, Chandra, is that
Only
the people on Zoom can't see only the PPT, not your voice.
Audio is
They are
not
trying
unmute.
to.
We are,
Unmute it.
we have to be
Unmute it.
Zoom specialists, we know we are.
Unmute it.
You have to,
Mic has to unmute. Surely, this Zoom.
in Zoom, you have to share sound and video. दोनों शेयर करेगा तभी जाएगा, क्या है?
आप unmute करोगे तो ये- Host has to unmute.
Share screen. Yeah, you share sound, optimize video clip, दोनों नीचे ऑन करो, नीचे दोनों पहले ऑन करो, उसको भी ऑन करो. Now go to the presentation. Come on, Zoom, we are experts for the last 2 years, we are doing only Zoom.
More than APC, we
We have learned Zoom. Yeah, HVAC is now become secondary. Zoom का पहले ना.
Sir, you are real engineer, sir. Today is, you will find always.
We can add another portfolio to your consultancy.
Where am I don't know. Can I change the slide here? So this is really like AgriServe, that was in 34 locations and so many people, and then Farmer Fest, again, Nivedita, she spearheaded that, and for the first time we put our steps into Thane, Deccan, Bangalore as a farmer connect, that was brought forward, and I'm sure this year it is being taken forward in a very big way. There's some of the glimpses of Farmer Connect. Students' activities, again, Madhukar and his team of student people, they did about 514 student activities, 300 student chapters were made, 5,100 student members joined. These are all happened, and here is the one which we did a lot for the students in terms of creating job portal, in terms of the first time introducing the Ishrae Graduate Scholarship Program. So the student members who are really meritorious and have a need will be getting a scholarship. Today is the Ishrae Students' Day, so that was formed. That Engineers' Day is called as the Ishrae Students' Day, so that was introduced, and of course, AgQuest was conducted in various chapters, though it was not part of AgRex. On the very next day of AgRex in Mumbai, AgQuest was conducted, and students were felicitated, and they got winners for the prize. We had a dip in the number of students from a high of 10,000 to in 2018-19 to 5,000, but then it was understandable because the colleges were closed and other things, but still it started raising, and I'm sure Ishrae will touch beyond 10,000 shortly. AgQuest, you can see the winners of AgQuest. Project grants given, out of the 14 projects received, we gave a project grant for the SRPG PG, 5 projects, and then UG we got 89 projects were received, and about 12 project grants were given. In these honors and awards, for the first time we got close to 200 entries from various chapters for this, nominations from various chapters, and you can see the number of awards which are given, Hall of Fame, all the awards, all types of awards were given, and again this is a fantastic appreciation to the volunteers who are working tirelessly for Ishrae. Membership, the best in terms of our entire year's activity, because we have been doing so many activities, and all of this resulted in terms of a very good membership. We achieved 1,776 new members, 1,877 renewals. The total number of members, including student members, went up to 20,000. You can see all-time high record of 12,558 active members are there in Ishrae, which is for any of these last 5 years. If you see, we became the highest. And I am expecting this year we should surpass this. We will surpass this. All the chapters, I am requesting them, please work on this angle of doing good programs, because of which you get members. RefCold, again, we did not know we could conduct RefCold or not, and our new partner, Informa Marketing, gave up, saying that we cannot conduct RefCold. Ishrae never gives up. Today is Engineers Day, engineers never gives up. Ahmedabad chapter put their hand up, saying that we will do RefCold, And in the matter of 5 months, RefCold was conducted, 9,000 visitors, with supported by UNEP, IAR, and a heat pump association from Japan, and lot of senior people visiting that. It was again a fantastic show which gave us a good returns. Acrex, same thing. We had uncertainty. In the month of May, end of May, we decided, okay, we will go ahead with Acrex. This year, we are already, Acrex work started somewhere in the month of March itself. Whereas at that time, we went only end of May, we told Mumbai, okay, we will conduct Acrex in Mumbai. And the result of that exhibition was that 27,000 square meters of gross area, 30,000 visitors, and you all, many of you might have witnessed this. It has been a fantastic exhibition, I think one of its kind which was done. This year, Acrex is being spearheaded by Sushil Chaudhary as the chairman and Raja Sriram as the chairman for RefCold. So I am sure, do not miss any of these exhibitions. Please make sure that you visit these exhibitions. This is one new team which we created called the P3 team, Prithvi Paryavaran Parivartan team, or lieutenants, and it was spearheaded by Ajay, Bararia, and Anand, and of course they had a team of people, and the kind of addition they brought to Ishrae was so fabulous. You can see how much they were, making sure the chapters are taking forward the drive of Prithvi Paryavaran Parivartan. With the 1 degree challenge, Chennai chapter took up the 27 degree drive. Then Vijayawada chapter took the delete the email where they were adding that reducing the carbon content. So much was done in this. That's a kind of additions which this P3 team made. Even within that, they ensured that Environment Protection and Safety Committee did a lot of work, and we had Gautam Baliga representing Ishrae in the ECAP panel. That's also that's another great thing we got because of the Environment Protection Committee. And when we do everything good, definitely there will be new additions to Ishrae will be there. Tiruchirappalli, Trichy, which we fondly call Calicut, we Kollam, we got Hubli, and we got Salem, we got Kakatiya in Warangal. These 6 sub-chapters were added by the people. Who are the people instrumental for that? Vijay Bhaskar, RD South 2, and Nagaraja, RD South 1, instrumental in making sure this will happen. And they increased the map of Ishrae from 44 chapters to 50 chapters. So that is what the level they took it to. These are some of the photographs. And when something happens in the south, West never keeps quiet. Aurangabad sub-chapter became Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar chapter now, and Kolhapur Sangli sub-chapter upgraded to Kolhapur chapter. And RD West 1, Mihir, was instrumental in making sure that happens for Ishrae. When we did this, it was our dream right from the beginning of Law Society here that Ishrae will become international. And the first person to give me the support for that was Mr. Manoj Chakravarti, and our Vice President Jayanta Das. They both were instrumental in making sure Ishrae Bangladesh chapter is formed. So that's how the Bangladesh chapter was born. Anand and Manan, they worked with me a lot in making sure Ishrae UAE chapter in Dubai, and then Ishrae Doha chapter in Qatar. So Ishrae now had a footprint outside India, beyond our borders, and we raised from 50 chapters to 53 chapters. When I do all of these things, I never keep quiet, and somebody is pushing me always. And that's the First Lady of Ishrae. She wanted to be a different thing, made a proper addition to that, and she definitely visited 15 chapters. She was there in all RCCs and NBOGs, and went ahead and giving lot of lectures to the chapters, and they did a fantastic work. Thank you so much. We ensured when all our chapters as a team gives us this kind of a performance for the entire year, they should be appreciated. So we coined what is called the PACE Awards. It is Presidential Award for Chapter Excellence, and that awards, we divided the chapters into 6 categories, sub-chapters 2 categories, and chapters 4 categories like this. And the awards were given in various things: membership, programs, students, K-12, publication, merchandise sales, we were giving. So you can see all the chapters. I'm going to not going to read out the names because all the chapters have got the awards. You know them very well. And almost you can see every chapter name there. They all got the awards. Similarly, in refrigeration, advocacy, IEC, ICP, women, youth, everywhere you can see all these chapters. It was a grand occasion along with the NPOG when these awards were given, and you can see this is award in P3 activity, honors and awards, IEC, ICP. So we divided into so many activities of Ishrae, and we recognize the chapters who did the best performance in these activities. We gave recognition to the new international chapters. We gave recognition to the domestic sub-chapters which were added. And these are the overall best chapters. Bhubaneswar sub-chapter in the category of less than 50 members, best chapter. The Aurangabad sub-chapter today, now they are got the best sub-chapter in the greater than 50 members category. Vijayawada chapter got the award in less than 150 members category as a chapter. Vadodara got the award in 150 to 350 members as the best chapter. Pune got the award in 351 to 750 members as the best chapter. And Bangalore got the award in greater than 750 members as the best chapter. So this was the recognition we wanted to give, we wanted to appreciate, and all of this happened because of all these chapter presidents whom you are seeing here. I don't want to list them by the name, you know their names, you know their faces very well, because they were all visible during the entire year. And these are all the chapter presidents who are all with me as a team, as a united, they were all worked with me. And this is the HQ office which was with me during the entire year. There were some new additions to the office during that year. Deepthi, Anchal, Shailaja and Kanika during that year, during the society year. There is some new faces you are seeing today. Ankita and other things, they all joined in this society here. And this is the team which was there with me. My HQ officers, my vice presidents, the regional directors. This team worked with me. And when this kind of a strong workforce, strong team, united team was working with us, we could get some very good financials. We did not know whether we will get this or not, but then we could get it. In terms of membership, you can see, we planned 110 lakhs, we achieved 249 lakhs. So 1.1 crore into 2.49 crores. Acrex, we planned 5 crores, we achieved 6.52 crores. Ref Cold, we planned 40 lakhs, we got 46 lakhs. The revenue, total revenue, we thought that we will end up the year at 9.56 crores, whereas we ended up the year at 14.26 crores. So that's a kind of, you can see how within the 365 days we had, the entire team really worked so hard, and we could generate a surplus which we budgeted as 53 lakhs. It was ultimately we could generate a surplus of 3.11 crores. So that is the thing, and I'm sure with all the Ref Cold and Acrex making surplus, every chapter also got money as the chapter share. So that is the kind of involvement which chapters also could get. When this kind of involvement is there, we as a society of volunteers, when we work with this passion, and I'm sure our passion will take this Ishrae flag flying very, very high. I'm very confident. I'm seeing it, how it is happening in the 42 years. This 43rd year, I'm sure many more years for Ishrae will be there. A small rollback, with this I'll conclude. It's just a small video. I don't know whether you will get the sound or not. Thank you. I cannot leave without mentioning one thing. This video is prepared by the P3 team and Vijayawada chapter. So they have worked on this video and it is prepared by them. As a gift to me at the end of the year they gave, and thank you for allowing me to present this. Thanks a lot and look forward to being with you all many more years.
Thank you, Chandra, for the excellent taking over the whole year. Recap. So the next on the agenda, presentation and adaptation of the accounts 22-23. I request 22-23 treasurer to come and make a presentation. That's me. So just let us look at. So before that, I like to acknowledge the presence of the past president of Ishrae Agm Fy and Leela Prasad sir and all the past presidents for being here. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for coming over here. And also, I'd like to thank our auditors and Angita for making this last 2 or 3 months. They worked hard to come out these figures. Okay, the figures what we are showing is accurate. Okay, so what Chandra is showed is unaudited figure. What we are showing is audited true figures. Thank you. So these reverse surplus and current liability and fixed assets for the current year. So all the details are there in your table. We have placed the balance sheet and auditor reports for you to verify. The same thing has been circulated to all the members 2 weeks in advance. I asked them to give any reply if you have any queries and other thing. We didn't receive any suggestions or query through the email. Okay. So these are net revenue from operations, net profit, same figure. Thanks, Sandra. So the details are there in the balance sheet. So if you have any comments or clarification is required, we are ready to provide. Our auditors also here. And it has been circulated to all the members. The copy is here. So please go through it, and if you have any comments or clarification is required, you can please ask us.
There are 8 people that
And people in the online, 12, 13 people are on online, and some of them are watching the YouTube. If they have any comments or suggestions, so they can give in the chat box.
GST credit or there's a last one.
Yeah. So there is a query from Ashok Patel. Is it GST credit or refund?
Both basically, like if my
So it is both basically, it is a combination of GST credit lying with in our ITC ledger as well as a previous refund. Approximately 2 crore rupees is the amount which is lying with the government.
Rashish, if you can come here and speak because there is a live coverage.
So it's a combination of both GST credit as well as the income tax refund. The entire 2 crore rupees.
More is there.
How to reduce the operating expense is very high.
No, this one, Satish.
So this is trade payable is very high. Our income.
Current treasurer can answer.
Because there are two things. The operating income is very high because we are growing much compared to earlier years. Now we are about 53 chapters. All the 53 chapters, both president and the president-elect, we are calling for them for the AGM, and we have a huge group of people are working. And we are also working on many government projects like EC, IGBC. About 200 people are working on the standards and other things. Since our activities are expanded largely, so our expenses also going up. But the expenses is a investment for the future return. So there is not expenses. Since we are spending on technical and educational activity and inviting the members, so the expenses are, we are expecting as a future investment for the returns.
Payables, the amount is 31st March because the correction just happened. So most of the trade payables are from the correction account.
Trade receivables are also.
Other income 24%, interest income 10.9, huge stock. So that's the inventory because it's carried over the since years. We reflect in the books of account. So that's the
Other income is from FD.
other income is from the interest FD.
One is saving bank interest, one is
Other income revenue is on the FD revenue and savings banks interest. That 28.46 is, 53.21 is it. So basically, like all of you, some of you must be paying your membership fee through PayU and must be purchasing some merchandise also. So PayU charges some amount from Ishrae on account of commission and brokerage. So that is, it pertains to that. Yeah, Thomas.
Sir, this is the first sheet.
So Mike, someone can give a.
Sir, in the first sheet, it says current assets, trade receivables, cash and balances, short-term loans and advances and other assets. If you go to the sheet of 12, so again it says balances structure of government authorities, advance given to suppliers, TDS and advance tax, interest accrued and other loans and advances. We no clarity and what is that other loans and advances, whom is paid or something else is not shown or something else.
I suppose this is like sometimes Ishrae pays some loans to its employees. It gives some loans to its employees. H2 employees.
Okay.
It is a total amount of 10.15 lakh rupees. But we cannot we do not have a bifurcation of this 10.5 lakh rupees as of now. But generally this is the amount which Ishrae pays to its employees as a short-term loans.
Any Excel is maintained for these loans as given something else or something? It should be.
Yeah, it's in the table. It's in the accounting software we maintain.
Then how it is repaid? Because this year or something is paid, then how it is accounted to the next year? Again, that loans will be difference how it's income or how it.
No, it will reduce. Either an employee asks for a new loan, if it is in the policy of the Ishrae, they give a new loan, else they repay in monthly installments, depending on the loan amount.
How you going to account it that one?
So
Because
we
again it shows an.
No, we reduce the loans and advances amount. Right now we do not have a bifurcation of this amount.
That will be credit as balance.
Absolutely.
Because 5 crore ka 10 lakh matlab.
See, last year we collected money for Acrex. We refunded the money to everybody because last year Acrex was cancelled. So last year means I am talking about 21-22. 22-23 we conducted Acrex. So in the beginning of at the time we refunded, so that you are seeing 1 crore 30 lakhs in 31st March 2022.
Correct.
Right? And then you are seeing 10 lakh 15,000 balance now. So that was the amount which was refunded to them. It is not the employee loan, because employee loan, we have framed a policy this year, and based on that policy, after discussing with the HR and other things, Yogesh has created a policy based on which we are giving loans to the employees. There is a refund, within the same society year, they should give installments back. All that is there, which is being adjusted towards the salary. So that's the employee loan is totally different. This is that one.
Because it says interest accrued something, it says.
Yeah, because the money is lying with us, no?
The interest accrued is on account of FDR. So unless and until that amount is credited to our account, in our bank account, it is shown as an interest accrued. It is an asset basically.
But my suggestion is, see what are the loans and advances given, at least you make it bifurcation, you can show to us, so other people can also see that it will be very clear, because the data is only shown, but it doesn't.
Thomas, that will come for the next year. Yeah, not for the current year.
Fine, thank you.
No, if anyone wants to
If
ask
anyone wants any
questions,
questions, please ask.
See, the question of AGM is not for just closing it just like that. So you want to ask some questions, please do ask. If there are no questions, then what about rates and taxes and huge stock point,
Stocks of prince cost.
stock of prince cost? Satish, can you put clarification what exactly you mean by the stock of prints cost? Which page? Can you mention the page number in the balance sheet? Can you put a message there for him? Can you permit him to speak? Okay, we will come back to this question in the meanwhile. Any other questions are there? Because before we pass the audited accounts, audited balance sheet, this question needs to be answered, that I do agree. But in the meanwhile, any other questions are there, we can come back on that. If Satish, Satish Iyengar, if you are able to hear us, if you can mention us the page number, then we can verify what exactly you mean by saying this huge stock of prints cost. Yeah. Yeah. So more questions are there. On 31st March, bank balance above 7 crore. On 31st March, bank balance above 7 crore. Accurate surplus. It's an accurate surplus. What is the present status? Yeah. Current status?
Approximately we have around 60 lakhs balance in Yes Bank. FD is basically what was happening is that we were having 2.4 crores of FDs. We have recently removed those FDs from HDFC Bank to Yes Bank, but its amount is around 2.4 crores.
This is item now number 16. Item number 16 and item number 18.
So regarding this latent taxes, this is the amount which is basically ineligible GST. Sometimes like we book a hotel, for example, we book a hotel in Bangalore and we are based in Delhi. So whatever GST they charge from us, we do not get a credit of that. So it is an expense for us which we write off. So these rates and taxes are the amount which pertains to all those ineligible ITC. And regarding 16, I am not getting like either is it it's a printing or
on Satish Iyengar, on item number 16, what exactly is the clarification you want? It is showing stock at commencement 15 lakh 24,000 and current stock is 24 lakh 54,000 and stock at close is 28 lakh 81,000. So additional stock, that means around 4 lakh 26,000. Am I right? Yeah, increase in stock. That's based on the publications books printed and the merchandise which is ordered. Thomas, you got some other query? Yeah, please.
In the note 19, some reporting is been done. Just in clarity on the note number 19.
Note number 19. Yeah. So, in fact, this has been in the Board of Governors meeting as well as in information to the members. It has been informed that there has been an embezzlement by one of the HQ staff, which is Dinesh. So you all are aware of that earlier. So that has happened. So that to that extent, it was found out during this society year.
So there is already an audit committee that has been formed, and we have employed independent auditors. Apart from our audit team, we have employed the auditors team to investigate that, and they have investigated, and that amount is listed there to the extent of investigation that has been completed, and accordingly, the Ishrae headquarters has filed a civil suit in the court. They have filed an FIR in the police station, and based on this civil suit and FIR, case is already going on in the court. So accordingly, whatever the decision that comes on that amount is also reflected as item number 19 in the thing, and the note has been mentioned in the balance sheet.
How is this recovering or something? How is being done or how is going to?
Recovery will be, see, the proceedings are in the court and the police. Police has, FIR has been filed with the police. Police are investigating the case. We have filed a court case. So we hope that we will recover the amount. that's what I can say then. We trust that it can, because that's a clear-cut thing from our end. That's why the case has been filed.
But my thing is that, see, it is happening from 2016, but why the auditor was not noticed all these things? Because
See, the methodology of things should be understood before we ask a question that why. See, this is at this stage, let us limit our question to the balance sheet. If we will go to that question later on, but the balance sheet question, if you look at it, the amount has been reflected year-wise. What is the amount which has just come through an audit, which is thing. You can see security deposit. When a security deposit is refunded, against the security deposit amount has been refunded. But to whom it is refunded is the question mark. So like that, many things which has happened. So it has happened, but then whenever it has been found out that it has happened, the case has been filed in the court.
So even that's the reason there are two authorities. One is the police authority, one is the civil authorities. Still the investigation is, they have their own sources of investigation. The methodology which has been, there are smart people who even can take unfair ways of doing wrong things. It is prevalent everywhere. It happens to many companies, the larger companies, the larger organizations. And here at least Ishrae is transparent enough and it's showing into the balance sheet, and due legal action has been taken, police action has been taken, civil action has been taken. And as far as the recovery is concerned, we have to have faith in the judicial system, the police, the Indian system, and we have to wait and watch what has to be.
Thanks, because this has been, should have been come, this should come. Otherwise the people will not aware that it should not be scaled up. Yes, I think it will be done neatly. I appreciated this point, that it neatly been told in the openly in AGM, thanks to auditor as well as the team who has been there. Thank you.
And the 2 crores are reflected as a loss, I do appreciate that this is reflected. I know it takes a lot to come out like this. My follow-up question to this is, do we have any checks going forward to prevent such?
In the past also we had checks, but with regards like the person who did was much smarter than the system, or the internal auditors, also the external auditors also. We have appointed a special committee consist of 2 presidential members, Mr. Sachin Maheshwari, Mr. Amitabh Basu, and Mr. Ashok Patel, who is the finance chair. This committee is only being appointed by the special president, which is me. And the whole purpose behind it, they are working hard, believe me, to just see what has gone wrong and how we can improve. There is always a learning process, and we do admit that from this case has really, it's eye-opener, and there are a lot of learnings from this also.
I think we should give a, because this point should come up.
We will.
Thank you.
Sir, was the fund manipulation by way of cash or through check and online transfer?
Ishrae does not deal in cash. Simple answer, Ishrae doesn't deal in cash. No cash.
These questions are not related to the issue.
So thank you so much, and I don't see any further question in the online forum also. So I request somebody to propose, and Thomas proposing. Okay, secondary. Sheep. Kalyan Raman from Deccan chapter. Second. Next slide.
Thank you for the general body for
Thank you.
approving the.
Go to the next slide. Next. Next one. Yeah. So thanks for approving this auditor report and AGM financial balance sheet for the society year 22-23. So the next agenda is I request National President of Society 23-24 to give the vision and updates for the year.
Good evening, friends. So Chandra sir, big congratulations for the report what he gave. So he took 40 minutes for the whole year he has worked. He took 40 minutes, so at least I can take 20 minutes. Because 6 months he will have to work. So is the audience really ready for this 20 minutes, or should I finish within 5 minutes? I would like to take a vote on this.
Only 2 minutes.
So friends, I will try to be quick. So once again, welcome to the AGM and City of Ishrae Agm Fy had the day RCC also going on. So friends, as you know, Ishrae today we have 53 chapters. Domestic and international. Recently, by the presentation we had the Bruce chapter, sub-chapter recently installed. So now we have 51 chapters, sub-chapters, and 3 international chapters. So as you know, Chandra sir started last year international operations at Dubai, Doha, and Bangladesh. So we are getting tremendous response from all the fraternity present across the globe, especially the UA chapters, the African continent, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and this year we hope that we will be having more international chapters and we will be truly recognized as a global society, not as a national society. You all know the vision and the objectives are run fast. This is all about Ishrae, what we are doing, and we continue doing the good work. These are the national programs. This year also all announced. Conference, REFCON, RECON, TechFest already completed in Goa. I'll just quickly run through. So friends, this year the focus areas for this year we try to have task force, organize this task force. Tenure is for 3 years and the committee members tenure is for 2 years. We have a task force of decarbonization. Decarbonization is a great mission for Ishrae. It's a mission for the country and the world. As you all know, G20 we are the host committee, and again the main topic for G20 was net zero, how to save energy, how to reduce the carbon footprint, moving towards the decarbonization. So we have Mr. Thakur, who has been given the responsibility to chair the task force of decarbonization and really building a sustainable future. That's Ishrae's commitment to decarbonization. The second task force which we have created is the skill development and power development. This is the need of the time for all the industry stakeholders, everyone sitting in this room, maybe doing a business, a small business or a large business, but we do understand there is a huge gap between the supply and the demand for the manpower. The existing manpower, we need to enhance their skills, we need to educate them, and also we require manpower, skilled manpower at every level, at the entry level, technicians, supervisors, draftsmen. And here we already have our ICP and IC courses going on, but we would like to strengthen by working with associate societies, government, other stakeholders. So we have Sangeeta Jangyani. She has been given the responsibility to work on the skill development. So we have other members also. These are the members of the group for the task force. And we intend to do more joint activities with Ishrae, Data, Rama. We are working on a certification program which will be, so Data comes where the whole into picture that they have the trade association where they require more manpower. We are individual society, but they have the smaller mid-segment of the traders and the companies who are working. Rama brings in on the table the manufacturing association. We will be closely working with the government. Also on the advocacy, as you all know, great work happening with associate society, academia, government, industry. Also here, we now have in advocacy 2 more task force created so that we can concentrate, we can focus on industry connect. This is another thing which is new to Ishrae this year. We have Mr. Amitabh Basu, the presidential member, heading the task force of industry connect. There are other members, you can see Mr. Sunil Gupta, Rajneesh, Mihir, Jayanti, Chandra Sir, Shailendra Vyas, Virendra Budade, and these are the members of the task force. Another task force under advocacy is the industry connect. So government connect and industry connect. This is second is the government connect, which is headed by Mr. MP Agrawal, he is our presidential member. So now our focus will be more on, we were doing great work with the government, but we intend to do much deeper, much stronger. So these are the committee members for the government connect task force. We recently signed a MOU with NCCD, and NCCD coming years, we will be seeing the journal, especially the cold chain journal supplement which is coming, which is going to be endorsed by NCCD. And NCCD is playing a very important role in supporting REFCOD. We will be having dedicated programs with NCCD during this REFCOD also at Chennai. We also signed a MOU during the last NBOG at Bangalore, the AMCA certification, the international and Asia people, the headquarters people were here in India, and we had a signing ceremony on 16th June in Bangalore. The digitalization movement at Ishrae is going very strong under the leadership of our IT chair, Mr. Subodh, and it is driven by our Vice President Communication, Mr. Gupta. So what we are doing more at Ishrae digitalization is we are putting all the education learning platform onto the e-learning. The Ishrae Connect is getting more and more stronger, and we are coming out with a new version, the mobile app, the website upgradation, the job portal, the chatbot automation in more membership is getting enhanced. So a lot of activity on digitalization is going on. So just to, in a single slide, the focus areas decarbonization, skill development, with the targeted activity with government connect, industry connect, and digitalization. We would like to keep the Ishrae flag flying, and we will try to reach much higher and greater heights with the support of all the chapters, sub-chapters, the leaders at the zonal levels, at the headquarters. So on membership, so we have achieved a number of 1787 renewal and sustenance together. If you really put the people in the grace group, we have already crossed 2,000 members. That's a great number. 6 years put together, which is a great round of applause to all of you and all of you. So, my friends, 9 chapters have already done 100% achievement within a span of less than 6 months on new membership. So 100% targets are achieved at 9 chapters. Qatar, Bhutan, Hubli, Calicut, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Indore, Bhopal, Rajkot and Bharuch have completed that. My apologies. So it will be 10. So big round of applause for all these people. Again, Mr. Ubish, our national chair program, great program happening, and this time Urjavaran happening at 33 locations under the leadership. We have a new Urjavaran chair convener, Mr. Amod, duly supported by Azaz. Pharma Connect, we have a new chair, Mr. Ajay Bansal, and Refcon is being given by Mr. Viral, is the vice chair for refrigeration, and agri-serve by Mr. Anand Babu. All 4 flagship events are really doing great, and this year all participations, as last year we are going to be more participating. We are increasing the number of chapters. Sub-chapters are taking more active interest in all these national event programs apart from the other. So Ujjavan 33 domestic locations, a case of 44 locations. Isn't it a great thing that we are really going deeper into the skill development, which is the Pharma Connect 15 locations, Refcon 16 locations. So what I am trying to see, the bar which is set by Mr. Chandra, I am trying to match that bar. But I am pretty sure all your side is on the other bar. And especially Arup's side is on the other bar. So I am trying to beat. So Madhukar on our student chair, really doing good. The job portal is active. We already have started the regional faculty meet. Already started at few locations happening. So these are the figures for the student. If you see the total membership strength, so these are numbers 2810. That's great number. Around 3,000 is a great number for a student. A big round of applause to all of you. So already is 10,000 achievement, right? And really the activity for students starts after August because the term, and the pace will really catch up for the student. So again, we would like to concentrate more on the regional faculty meet, the student day celebration which is happening today, 15th September. By the way, congratulations and wishing all happy Engineers Day and happy Ishrae Student Day. So AQS again happening during AQS this time. Good work happening on the technical front, Mr. Subramanian leading all the way. Deepak Verma on the application part. We have a marketing chair, Mr. Manan Vora, doing great work on the marketing side. Research promotion. Friends, this is the foundation, our own foundation, which is the company where we have to donate, and this is the committee again headed by Amitabh, so wearing 2 hats. And this year, record collection of 9,70,000. I really am thankful to each and every person who has contributed either as an individual or from the chapter donation, and again take this opportunity to appeal all to please donate to the foundation, our foundation. These funds are getting used for research work, and we require really good funds for the research projects, and this is a sincere appeal to the individual members, the members who are connected digitally also, and members who are present here, plus the presidents who are present from the south, especially the chapters also can contribute to the foundation. Youth. So friends, youth is doing a great job. We believe in beautifying Ishrae, and for information, out of the 25,000 roughly regular members, student members put together, 50% of the members are youth. And every day the participation of youth. And this year we have put up a motion that they want to have themselves as a standing committee. So Women at Ishrae, Jayanti, we have today our national women chair present here. We listened to her at the RCC during the daytime. This year the Shakti, which was started during Mr. Chandra's time, the first flagship event, we see continuing and now going on a
rather than one event going in on a regional basis also, there is happening in South, one happening in Pune, West, maybe Jayanti in this year we may think of combining North and East also, one more such event. So we strongly believe in gender diversity and women empowerment. As I saw, I was really happy to see the presentation. Engage, educate, and elevate. Here in engagement, in education and elevation, the women at Ishrae and youth at Ishrae play a tremendous role, and heads off to all the women at Ishrae. Doing a great job. My dream is, I recently went and attended a RCC at Statue of Unity. There are pink rickshaw, electric rickshaw, which is all driven by women. There are truck drivers now coming up with women. Women are even into space, scientists. You name the field. I have a dream, personal dream, that we should have more women. A day will come, believe me, when you will be having a service technician interested, knocking your door, doing and helping you serve the. So from the ground level to the, even a CEO like Shama, so the whole fraternity, the strata of our HVAC, that's a dream for me. And
now our focus is women-led development, sir.
yeah. So I would love to see more women participation across the strata, across the hierarchy in HVAC industry. And that's I am giving a task and a challenge to the women. And my dream is that the women's strength at Ishrae has to double every year. If we have 800 members this year, we have to double every year, and for next at least few years, if we have to really show the gender diversity, equality, and women empowerment. So as Chandra sir has already touched upon the IBs, the CSPC, this is one of the greatest advocacy work which has happened in the history of Ishrae. And this is happening this year. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency, what Mr. Chandra briefed, this is going to create history, and this is going to create great advocacy to Ishrae, and it will raise Ishrae's name in the government, in the Indian fraternity, once the whole project is completed. Friends, REFCO Ishrae, not to tell more, please participate. REFCO is happening in October 12 to 14 at Chennai. It's a South event. Please participate. Raja has already made a appeal, but I take the opportunity in the evening, the AGM program, to please attend, be a delegate, attend a great workshops which are happening there. ACREX, which is happening on 15 to 17 February, which is happening in NCR, Delhi, Noida region, and it is going to be a great mega show. Last year, ACREX saw a record creation of 12,500 square meter and a visitor of almost 3,000 visitors. This year, Delhi has touched that 12,000 figure, and we are 5 months, so it is going to create one more history. So the histories are created, and the records are broken every year, and new history is getting created. That's a great matter of pride for all of us at Ishrae. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Hope I have finished in 20 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. The next item on the agenda is appointment of the auditor for the society year 23-24. I request the current treasurer Jayendra Das to take forward.
Good evening, Isaac. It's good to be back here. I was here last year during Mr. Yassin's installation. Hi. So before I really go into the appointment of new auditor, financial challenge which has been already discussed. I will not go into the detail of it, but see, try to understand we are all volunteers and we have to depend on the HQ or the back-end staffs who are basically supporting us. And when this type of incident happens, we are all really into a fix. But when this happened, I would like to thank everybody from the leadership to the auditors to the members, chapters. They have really supported us to come out of this difficult period because it was a very, very challenging period. And we are basically dependent on back-end things, and when nothing is there, from there we have to come out, and because show cannot be stopped, show should go on. So we have to run our activities. There are different type of activities which societies have planned, and we are really going ahead with that. And account support is a very important support because we have to give the financial support. And we have taken corrective actions. So we have learned from the past whatever mistakes have been done. We have taken inputs from the auditors, from the system. We have appointed, Ankita has joined us as assistant in the accounts department, and she is giving us a great support. And with that, we are back to action. And I'm quite sure that in days to come, you will be getting the regular support which you used to get it from us earlier. Maybe there are certain amount of delays and some tough stands which we might have to take to correct the systems, but in long run, we will be into the right track. With this, I would like to appoint or propose ARAJ Associates LLP. They are our existing auditors to be continuing for this current society year. So I would like, if it is okay with the general body, I would like somebody to propose for it. Yeah, I would request Jiten Bhai and Ashish. Yeah, please come. They are from Araj Associates. They are our existing auditors. So I am proposing to reappoint them for this current society year. Somebody to propose. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. So next I request President-elect Anu Balani to get the confirmation of the nominating committee for the year 24-25.
Good evening, everybody. I think this is the last slide, right? Okay. Anyway, so we have to appoint a nominating committee, and as you know, I'm the national president-elect, which you elected me last year. Thank you for that. And so the nomination committee generally comprises of the 7 past national presidents. So if we go in the order, Yogesh Thakkar, who's the current president, then Yogesh Thakkar, who is the current president, will become past. But for this nomination committee of the current president, Mr. N.S. Chandrasekhar, who's the IPP right now, Amitabh Sur was the president the year before, then Rishi Mittal further on, Vikram Murthy, C. Subramaniam, and Vishal Kapoor. So this will comprise of the nomination committee. Like we will be sitting tomorrow in the caucus, and you will be proposing your all your nominations. Similarly, we've had 3 RCCs already, and East, West, North have proposed their names. You will be proposing your names tomorrow for the positions which are opening up, and then I'll be taking the whole thing, compiling it, and taking it into this committee, and then this committee is the one who's going to be deciding the people who will be working for the next 24-25. Is there anybody who can propose it?
propose Ashok Kumar, Chennai chapter president.
No, this is proposed. Oh, so you are proposing?
Yeah, proposing for that.
And who's going to second it? A gentleman over there. Sorry? Kishore from Trivandrum chapter. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So any other questions? It's open forum.
Any other questions? Anything else?
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Sir, next,
no other questions?
no other questions, sir. Okay.
Patnaik and other members of Fy chapter. I request Mr. Vivian Prasad to come forward and present our national president. Okay. So I request Mr. Rajiv to government president to get past Mr. Ishrae. Rajiv, and allow you think the siyasa will accompany. So I request Mr. Venkat Subramanian to come and facilitate our secretary. Sir, for the president. Hello, sir. I request Raman to appoint this legislator for secretary. So I request Shiravagar to come and visit our major Jay Kumaras.
So thank you, sir. Next I request Honorable National President-elect to propose vote of thanks.
Okay.
Please take your seat.
I know you guys are very anxiously waiting for the corner, and I know half of the I can see about 10, 12 of them already lined up over there. But you guys come back, please. I have another half an hour presentation over here. Anyway, thank you everyone, and it was really nice to have you all here in the AGM, and it was really good that we had some really nice relevant questions asked by a lot of people over here, and a lot of relevant questions came from the people who are virtually available, virtually there on the virtual platform, the YouTube platform, and the Zoom platform. We had over about 40 people. So we had about over 40 people on Zoom and virtual. So it was pretty good. And thanks again, once again. And I'm not going to be between the bar and the people. So thank you again. Thanks to Ankita, yes. We should all thank Ankita. Ankita, please come here. Yes. So Ankita is the person. Till date, she was how many months? It's been 2 months now. It's been 3 months. So she was enjoying the freedom, but now you will start calling her up. So now she'll understand what her job is. Okay. So thank you again.
So the meeting is adjourned.